Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are TWIOCH, this week in our collective heads, and we're giving you E3 predictions. We like to do predictions. It's actually one of our favorite things to do, and we actually score ourselves on how well we do at predictions. If we get something right, we get a point. If we get something wrong, you get a negative point.
Yep.
So the idea is you want to hit 0.
Or above.
Or above.
We
above
haven't
is
done
great.
it yet.
Above is great, but the great thing is, I have to double check the scores. But the great thing about it is the negative points allow you to have to be safe with your predictions, because you could just throw everything out there and you get a point. So we try to be careful with it. At the same time, some of the things we do share on here because they're things we want to have happen. So you may take a hit for a point because you really want something to happen. But yeah, E3's the Super Bowl. I mean, it's the Super Bowl for gaming.
It's just 2 weeks away.
It's just 2 weeks. I'm crazy excited about it, and I think this may be the best E3 ever for me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I want to start off. Let's start with some miscellaneous ones. So this may be something that's kind of a general prediction, or maybe a prediction, and you don't know what conference it's going to be, because we're going to do everything in sectioned off in conferences. So I have 4 miscellaneous uncategorized. What do you have?
All right, go ahead.
So I'll start one to one. I think that'll be a good way to do it.
Yeah, you do one, I do one. All
right. At least 3 remasters or remakes, but it's going to be at minimum a remaster, not just a backwards compatible port, because we're getting that with Xbox, but a remaster of like we had Spyro, we've had Crash. We're going to get nostalgia, because nostalgia's feeding so much money into the industry. I think we're going to get at least 3 remasters, maybe a remake, but definitely remastered.
Okay. So these have to be new announcements, 3 new announcements. Like if they show the Final Fantasy VII remake again, I wouldn't count. Okay.
Doesn't count.
All right.
Doesn't count. New announcements, yeah.
All right. My first one. Do you have Ubisoft lumped in with the other ones?
I have Ubisoft separated into Ubisoft. Okay,
then I'll save that one later.
Okay.
I'm going to say that there is not going to be Borderlands 3.
What?
Because Randy Pitchford said, I can tell you that it's not going to be there, but a certain corner of the internet is going to say, "Oh, it's definitely going to be there." And so
I didn't know he said that.
Yeah, it was a weird comment, and it could be a throw you off the trail. Okay. It could be whatever, but like we know they're working on it, and I think that they will show it when they're just about ready to release it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's been a long time since we've seen anything from Gearbox and from that series in particular. But I do believe, I actually believe in them, that we're not going to see Borderlands 3 at any of the conferences this year.
Yep, I think that you may be right. He may say that because they may be announcing it in a few months. I can't remember what the conference is. There's one in a couple months, or three months after. So
there's like Paris Games Week, and then like Xbox has their own conference now. Microsoft has PSX going at the end of the year. Yeah. There's just a lot of different things. There's a lot of other chances to make this announcement.
And Gearbox is also big enough that they could just say, they could just announce Borderlands 3, kind of like Rockstar did with Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah,
they'll just drop the trailer on a Tuesday and freak everyone out. It'll work. Okay, understood. So my next prediction, which is similar to yours, but this is tightening up because we're talking about E3 here.
Okay.
3 games that have battle royale sections, or battle royale games, or battle royale modes.
Okay.
3 that we've not heard of
in E3.
Yes, in E3.
Wow.
This is going to be the year of battle royale. Now I'm either right on this, and I hope I'm not, or I'm wrong on this, and that we're not going to get. But I think that right now the momentum for battle royale games, and everyone's clamoring all the devs are clamoring to have the next best thing.
Yeah.
Fortnite's the big thing right now. So I think 3 games will have a battle royale mode, or it be a battle royale game themselves. More leaning towards mode, which I'll get into one of those later on though. That I believe is going to happen. So on to you.
About a month before E3, Rage 2 got leaked.
Yes.
And they did the hey, this is a real thing, it's coming out, and gameplay and all that kind of stuff. I think that they're going to announce it, and it will be released before the end of this calendar year.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. You said Raid. You said
Rage 2.
You said Raid 2. Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's a fairly safe prediction, but as we've seen in the past, sometimes even safe predictions are like, nope, you don't get to do that.
That's a safe prediction that I should have written down because I was thinking about that and I didn't write it down. So I'm not gonna cheat. We're gentlemen here. I could totally see that happening.
All right.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know which one to go with first. We'll go with the one that I'm pretty sure is going to happen because there's enough rumors about it. New Superman game announced at E3.
All right. So would Rocksteady having a Justice League game with Superman in it count?
No. This is a Superman. This is a Superman open world game.
All right.
This is a Superman Arkham Knight or GTA open world save the city, similar to the Superman Returns game that was on the PlayStation 2, which I think is the last time we've had a Superman game, or at least a good one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but open world, similar to the old Spider-Man games and that Superman game, where it's open world. You get to go do missions, go save people that need help, and kind of like not dark like the Arkham series. But very bright and symbolic of Superman and everything, but open world, similar to what we're getting with Spider-Man.
All right.
Yeah, that's my thing.
So continuing in the vein of superhero stuff, I'm going to say that we get to see Rocksteady's next project.
Okay.
I believe that we're going to see their next project, and it will be a new series, not the Arkham. I think it'll be very similar in gameplay and tech because they've really figured out and kind of nailed down how to approach those types of games. And so I think that they're going to move on creatively, but they're going to stay within the bounds of the structure that they've built. So it's going to be similar, recognizably similar to the Arkham games, but not in that series.
That'll be interesting. It's going to be different than my prediction because my prediction is we're going to see next Arkham game.
Okay.
Which is going to be a sequel to Origins, a prequel to Asylum.
Ooh, okay.
It'll take place in between. That way, they still get Joker. Troy Baker is Joker.
Yeah.
Troy Baker is Joker. He's great. He would not bat an eye. He would just immediately say yes, I'll do it. I don't think Mark Hamill. We're going to get Mark Hamill again. I think we'll get that. I don't think Joker's going to be the main villain. But I think we'll get another Arkham game, and I can't remember the timelines. I guess it could be like when, like shortly after you get Batman meets Robin and all that. So it could be something around that. But I think that's what we're getting. If we get both what you're talking about, what I'm talking about, I'll be surprised. That's why I was saying, that's to me that's too much crossover.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to have to be one or the other.
I would prefer a Justice League game, honestly. But the balancing of characters will be interesting. We'll see which one. Either one I'll be happy with. I'd rather have Justice League, though.
Well, it was, and this is just going to be a slight tangent, but there were sections in Arkham City where you would play as Nightwing and Catwoman, and those worked pretty well. Like, they managed to balance the environment to work for that character. So I think that they could... by separating the levels and separating the individual characters, I think that could work.
If they separate the levels, which is kind of what they did in Arkham, because if you're talking Justice League, we're not talking about melee characters anymore. The only melee character we're really talking about is Batman. We're talking about having Superman, Wonder Woman. I guess Wonder Woman would be melee. Let's see. So Green Lantern, all these different other characters that are going to be magic and crazy, and the DC fighting games work really well with it, but I don't know how it will be with an open world game, but we'll see. I do have, actually, did I put that on here? I don't remember where I put this. I'm going to say it now and I'll skip it later because I have one more.
All right.
New Marvel/Avengers game.
Would this be separate from the Square Enix one?
There's a Square Enix one? Hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, yeah.
Story-based
has announced that they are working on an Avengers game.
That's
we don't know anything about it.
That's the one.
Okay,
That's
so do you think that'll be revealed?
You'll get reveal or at least some taste of what it is. It's not going to be announced for like release dates. I'd be really surprised if we got gameplay. I'm talking early, like this is what the game is like. This is what it's about. Please be excited, and that I think that's what it's going to be. I think that what it's going to be is it's going to be a third-person action game that is very story-based. So think like an Uncharted kind of thing, but with superheroes. So you're going through like a Marvel story, like Lego Marvel superheroes and all that. Yeah. But it's very story-based in regards to what's happening, and you have to bring in all of these different heroes to help fight the big bads and all that. And because it's because it's video games and it's not movies, that means we can have X-Men. Because Lego Marvel had X-Men, didn't they?
They did. However, in the Marvel vs. Capcom, the X-Men were missing. So there are still some caveats to those being able to play nice with each other.
Yeah.
I think that Lego is ubiquitous enough that it kind of oversteps those bounds because everybody wants to be Lego. Lego is kind of a safe, everybody can play.
I wonder if it's because Marvel had a contract with Lego prior to the game, or something like that.
Could be.
I don't know. I need to get in on this. I need to figure out what the hell's going on.
Right.
So those are my predictions. Sorry, one more? Sorry.
Yes, my last random one is going to be for the Square Enix conference because they're having one this year. They haven't always had one, and basically,
I have a section for that. Can you?
Yeah, I'll wait on that.
Okay, let's wait on that. Wait on that one because I do have a separate section.
Those are our random predictions. We don't know where they're going to show up, but we think that they'll be at various conferences.
I think so. I think sprinkled in. We're announced. Hold on. Actually, I should have set the precedent for this. We're talking about E3. Do you count things that are announced during E3 officially? During the E3 window or E3 week?
Yes.
Okay, that's how I figured.
It doesn't have to be at a conference. It can just be if it's announced as a part of the E3 celebration.
Agreed. They don't have to be on stage. They can tweet out and be like, "Hey, glad you're happy about this. Yeah. We're doing this too."
Well, like they did. They announced Undertale in the PlayStation pre-show last year.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yes. Okay, just making sure though. Cool. We're on the same page then.
Thanks for watching This Week in Our Collective Heads. Subscribe over here and click the bell, and that way you'll know about any new videos that we put up, because we put up a lot of gameplay, a lot of stories from games and stuff like that, and gameplay is down here.
Yeah, and you got more editorials and news stuff down here. Check it out.